I'm filming this a week after Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, and today we are doing a good old seafood boil. Today we're doing a seafood boil. So one of the things that never dawned on me is the fact when we moved to Florida, you can't find live crawfish here very easily. Now, when we were over in Louisiana, it was really, really easy. You'd go down, buy a 35-pounder sack of live crawfish. You can get them at the local grocery store and come back and have these crawfish boils. And we had bought this big old boil pot setup. We were doing it, I don't know, on a pretty regular basis. So today we're gonna go to a seafood boil. I'm not calling it a crawfish boil because we don't have crawfish, though we're gonna cook it as if we had crawfish. So let's get this thing lit up. All right, it's on. We're gonna get some water in this and we'll get this thing cooking. All right, we're just gonna get this heating up. I think I'm only gonna fill it to about here. That's probably all we'll need. We're gonna be doing crab legs, shrimp, potatoes, corn, sausage, little cauliflower, and obviously some good old Zatarain's crawfish boil. Cover this up, let it get hot. See you in a bit. This is up to a good boil right now. We're gonna go ahead and, whew, that is a good boil. Now this is good for about 40 pounds or so of crawfish. I'm gonna go ahead and stand behind this where I'm out of the wind a little bit. We're just gonna go ahead and put some of this right down in here. Now if you've ever used this stuff, this is Zatarain's crawfish boil. It's phenomenal. If this is good for about 40 pounds, I wanna put about a third of it in here, and it's just simple as just dumping it in. We got a little bit more. We'll show you what this looks like. We'll mix it up. Good news is it's boiling. That'll help it quite a bit. A good crawfish boil, you use a paddle. Let me kind of show you what this looks like. So you can see the color of that water. That's exactly what we want. We'll just boil this now for probably about 10 or 15 minutes just to get that really soaked in and nice and mixed in with all that water. Take this and just close it right back up. So let's talk about what goes into a boil. Typically this is done with crawfish, but as I mentioned before, it's not something that's popular down here in Florida. Here's what you start with. Zatarain's crab boil. This is a requirement. To me, this is good old New Orleans, Louisiana crawfish. You need this flavor. So this is good for about 40 to 45 pounds of it, that whole bottle. Because I don't have that much, I'm gonna use about a third of it. So let me talk about everything that goes into this. So we're gonna start with a couple of the staples. We must have nice little fingerling potatoes. Typically you use little red new potatoes. I like buying these because they're sort of a variety of sizes, small ones, and different colors. It just looks a little nicer. So we've got a package of those. We're also gonna go ahead and do some good old smoked sausage. Now typically this is done with andouille sausage. Andouille sausage in a crawfish boil is the way it goes. So we're gonna do some of that. We've got some cauliflower, both white and purple. I've cut this one up already. This one I'll leave whole. We have some onions, and I've got a whole sweet onion here. I'm gonna prepare that and get it in there. We're gonna do mushrooms in ours. We're also gonna squeeze a bunch of lemons and throw them right in there for some good flavor. Now, my wife is gonna have some lobster tails. So we have 4 lobster tails here, and we have some crab with a K. So this is artificial crab. It's really cod or pollock, and it's shaped and pressed. And we're gonna try this in there. I'm afraid it's gonna be a little rough on it. So I'm gonna put one in there and we'll see how well it does. We might need to boil those separately. The last thing is corn on the cob. Traditionally, when you do this, you boil your crawfish, and when the crawfish is done, you go ahead and throw all the frozen corn, those little corn niblets. They're frozen small corn on the cobs. That brings the temperature of the water down, stops the cooking, and you pull a basket out, drain it, and you pour it out on a table. Because Deb is allergic to shrimp, we are going to do the shrimp separate. After everything gets done, I've got a 5-pound bag here of 16 to 20 count per pound shrimp. We're going to put those in there. Good spicy Louisiana seasoning. It's going to be absolutely delicious. So let's prep this, and you have to think about what goes in when. We want the potatoes and the sausage to go in first, and after 3 to 5 minutes, we're going to put in the cauliflower. We're going to wait another 5 to 7 minutes, then we're going to be putting in the onions, the lemons, and the seafood. And in this case, we're going to put the corn on the cob in early as well. Normally that's late, like I said, but we're going to do it early just because we want it for the food and the flavor as opposed to the cooling side of it. So let's start with the potatoes. Now I like to do these about as long as these little niblets of corn are. So that's actually 3 pieces of corn in there. So we're gonna do each of these at about that length. So we'll just start with this and we'll cut them at a bit of an angle. There we go. 4 ways will be perfect. All right, let's get our potatoes in, and then we'll get these tossed in there as well. All right, we're gonna start with our potatoes. Now, this is a hard rolling boil, so I'm gonna do this so they don't splash up on me. Woohoo! Into that, we drop our sausage. Get a little more of that sausage in there. Let's just get this stirred up a bit. There we go. Now I'm going to toss in our onions. Got some good whole onions in there. A little bit more on the onions here. And now our cauliflower. We've got both white and purple. That's hot, 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 hot. Put that in there, mix it up. Got our mix going here, that's looking good. I'm going to throw in my corn on the cob for about 5 minutes before we put in our seafood. Stir this up a little bit. All right, that's coming back up to a boil. We're just gonna go ahead and put the lid on it, let this go for about 5 minutes, then we'll put our seafood in there. Now I like to leave it a little crack just a little bit when I do this. All right, it's been another 5 minutes or so. It's time to put the lobster in here. We're just gonna drop each of these down in here. These are about 1.25 pounds lobster tails each. They're gonna take anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes or so. We're gonna mix this up, and then it's gonna be time to put in our mushrooms as well. Yeah, our crab meat's not gonna work too well in there. I think I'm not gonna cook those in there. All right, with that, let that boil for about 4 or 5 more minutes. Give you a view of just what this looks like. See that nice rolling boil, how everything gets turned over in there. And we just come in every so often and stir this guy up. I mean, look at those lobsters are already starting to look good. See that? Almost ready. Oh, I'm gonna do the shrimp in this one. All right, ready? Yeah. Perfecto. All right, we'll let this just drain out a bit and we'll pour it out and check it out. All right, now it's time to go ahead and do the shrimp. And as I mentioned before, given that my wife has a shrimp allergy, I'm going to do this separate. I just put a smaller pot in here, or basket, I should say. This will be perfectly fine for just doing the shrimp. I might have mentioned this before. These are 16 to 20 per pound, and this is a 5-pound sack of shrimp here. So after just about 3 or 3.5 minutes, these are already looking pretty good in the boil there. I went ahead and put on some good insulated gloves, pulled one out, and we're just going to go ahead and give it a try. But my gosh, that is warm. And by the way, very slippery in those particular gloves. Hot, but very good. The good news is they are done, and it is time to take them out. I'm just going to set them up here and let them drain for a few minutes. And with that, this has been the video. I'm just throwing those scraps down in there. It's going to get dumped in the canal anyway. But man, that looks absolutely amazing. And I like those big, large shrimp like that. Yeah, absolutely delicious. The Zatarain's is critically important. It's got to go in there. Perfect. For the record, it's fun doing a voiceover and trying to read your own lips. And I'm going to have some more of these. You guys, safe and happy grilling. I will see you again next time right out here at the grill.